Hello everyone and welcome to CGP2 here in Monza, which plays host to the 9th weekend of the 2015 CGP2 series season, in what has been a very interesting season so far, and what could be a very interesting qualifying session to see who is going to be able to get pole position. And that is going to make things very interesting. We're looking forward to what's going to be a very interesting session here in the CGP2 series. We have no idea what the weather forecast yet. That's the reason for the delay. We're having a bit of technical issues regarding the weather forecast. But we might have a bit of rain in this session, which will really make things interesting. And we're hearing it is wet at the start of this session. It's going to be a wet start to the session, and that is really going to make things interesting. But the track could dry up. Wow, we could be in for a very interesting qualifying session. They say it's a 73% chance it's going to be raining at the start. Here in CGP2. But as I said yesterday, I think we have 5 contenders for this championship. As the session is about to be underway. And the session is underway. We just have to wait whilst joining the session. This won't be the case for the races. I can hear that it is definitely raining. I'll just point you to the screen as we do it. With it raining. They're all going out on inters at the moment. The two Coons Academies are apparently in the same garage. O'Driscoll's not on track. Apparently it is starting to dry, so some people are going out on slicks. It doesn't look too wet to me, but it's starting to look like it is drying. But this is going to make the session. It looks to be stopping raining. Some cars have gone out on the inters. It looks considerably wetter. This is going to be very... I think this session could be all about last man or woman over the line. O'Driscoll has gone on track, the championship leader. It has stopped raining. Having a session on a drying track. I think we might see some cars head into the pits at the end of this run. For example, O'Driscoll. I mean, you can see the ball of spray, but I don't see how they'll set their fastest times on this run. So I wouldn't be surprised if O'Driscoll here actually goes straight back into the pits. He's just testing out the conditions, but look, it's already got a dry line emerging. But it could still rain later in the session though as well. After in a brief shower of rain that we had just as the session was starting. Down the back straight goes Rosie O'Driscoll. Obviously DRS is allowed in the wet. But just look at how much time you're gaining and the driver can gain now. If they just follow this dry line. Surely it's starting to get nearly slicks weather. It Rosie's into the pits. That is really not surprising. They've abandoned these laps. They're all abandoning their laps. As Jade Oaks actually did continue round and set a 31.6. James Lewington on a 31.4. Of course, we should expect the slick times to be faster than that. 31.4 is surely quite impressive for a time in the wet. Did some glitch occur on his lap that lost him time? Let's have a look at their lap. I think he may have been on inters and it for some reason shows them as dries and for some reason it shows them as inters. Cars going out on track. Grace Wilkinson is checking what tyres it will update itself. I don't think it is the wets, for some reason it shows it as wets when on drive. And I think she's out on the drive, it's just showing it as wets for some reason. Legit's gone out on track. The track is getting dry. It's getting really dry now. Oh, that's Dan shitting! I don't know what was going on there. He just suddenly had to stop for some reason. Maybe they had to sort something out on the car. Grace Wilkinson, and what we're presuming is a dry tyre, to show it is wet. No, I think it's actually wet. Look how slow she's going. Maybe she thought it was gonna get it, he thinks it's gonna get wetter. When she sets her time, because look how much she's struggling. She's gonna give them a try, but I doubt she can actually complete the lap. We're just waiting for some slick tyre runs to come. Not being the most interesting session, sorry about that. After that goes a few cars. Maybe they're all just biding their time, just waiting for a time to come when they can all set times on the wets, on the dry tyres. This is definitely going to be slick weather by the end. Grace Wilkinson actually completes her lap. And it's very slow. It's still Inter's weather at the moment, people are saying. Phoebe O'Connor having a bit of a problem trying to get past these cars. It's definitely, I think it's, people still seem to think it's Inter's weather. Catherine Missile goes out on track. I think everyone's just having a feel, just using those wet tyres to discover when the time is right. Bunting into the pits. We've not seen any meaningful times yet in this session. As Grace Wilkinson goes into the pits. Callum Weir goes up into 5th, being held up. Metcalf goes up into 3rd. Yes, definitely slicks weather now. Did I see that? Was that an Abutto going out on the slicks? I'm gonna find whoever that was. Joshua Sutil. No, that was Sutil actually entering the pit. I think Oaks is preparing to go up into the slicks. She's got a set of slicks boots bolted to the car. We've got 15 minutes and it's going to be a 15-minute decider to see who is it going to be. So who is going to be the first to go out on these slick tyres? Phoebe O'Connor entering the pits. Getting ready to go out onto these slicks. But who is it going to be that's going to roll the dice? Just waiting till they feel the time is right. Joshua Sutil still going out on the intermediates. Don't know why that is. I think just maybe checking out the track. Just waiting for someone to go out onto the slicks. Who's that? That's Jack Murders entering the pits. Just awaiting. We've just got a bit of a lull in proceedings at the moment. Everyone in the pits, I think, just waiting the time. Joshua Sutil staying out there, I think, just giving the fans some track action. Apparently the reason why he's gone out is because his inters are so worn, they basically become slicks. Surely it can't be possible because they set the tyre wear off. He can't seem to get the power down, but I wouldn't be surprised if he pits at the end of the lap. Look, he just can't get the power down. It's a bit wetter in here, this part. That will be underneath the trees. There'll probably still be water falling down from the trees. I can hear some cars exiting the pit. James Lang's gone out there on these slicks. So Jade Oaks. James Lang is... They're all coming out now. Legit on track on the inters. I think she'll probably do her lap quite late. It's going to be James Lang who is going to roll the dice here. I think this could really be all about last man or girl over, boy or girl over the line. Across the line, James Lang goes. Breaking down into the Rettifilio. Let's see how much grip he has. He's got a good amount of grip. He's able to get the power down properly out of the first chicane. Now heading up to the Della Roggia. Obviously it's his first lap of the session, so it's dry. I think this is the first meaningful lap. Into this, but there's still a bit of water on the track, so you have to be careful. This is where you have to be really careful. You have to really concentrate on what line you're taking. Because there's a lot of water offline. Into Ascari. It's looking good so far for James Lang. Into the final corner. And across the line he's going to go. He goes up to third at 35.1. And apparently we're hearing that Jade Oates and James Lillington have had their lap times removed for it's not their fault, but having a plug-in enabled that... Having something enabled that actually made a wet track feel like a dry track. They will be reinserted into the game, so they will be able to set times. We're just waiting for more. James Millington's stuck with an E, but I'm not sure who that is. And that's Missile. Phoebe O'Connor is on that. Let's see where she's going to go. Jacob Patton has gone up to second place. The track is improving. Phoebe O'Connor goes to the top on a 35.0. So Phoebe O'Connor currently on pole position. But it's not done yet. The track could further improve. Mahoney's improved. This is going to be quite a climax decision. Here is Rosie O'Driscoll. A couple of cars ahead. I think Rosie's going to hope they don't get in the way. Obviously some may be still on the intermediate tyres. This could be a real climax to this session. As down the straight, yellow out there somewhere. Into the Ascari chicane. Down the straight. So many drivers still got Leggett, both Coombs Academies. Yet set a time yet. Across the line goes Rosie O'Driscoll. Where's this going to put her? It puts her to the top on a 34.9. Abby Leggett's just gone out on track. Gonna have a bit of a lull in proceedings now. Some people are still thinking that intermediates, testing it with intermediates. Matt Sharman is on a lap in the Abuto. This constantly improving track. Let's see where this could put Matt Sharman. Ellen Oakley has gone up into third place. Down the back straight goes Matt Sharman. Let's see where this is going to put Matt Sharman. Puts him up to 6th, but just behind his teammate Joshua Sutil. Here's Abby Leggett starting her lap. We're going to have a whole... Oh, there's a car exiting the pits. That's Catherine Missile. She entered the pit. She's having that glitch in the pit lane. Oh, Leggett's had to stop. That's going to totally scupper her lap. Apparently Missile's had a technical issue. The reason is, the real glitch is when they go into the pit and then drive straight out again. But this could put Leggett right down the grid. 1 second down on her previous best. But still, it's Rosie O'Driscoll who holds provisional pole in an exciting qualifying session we've had here today. Leggett is still up on her previous best. It's O'Driscoll has the opportunity to go again. Round the final corner goes Abby Leggett. Yellow out there. Gone in immediately though. Leggett doesn't improve. Apparently there has been an incident somewhere. Not sure who it involved. Phoebe O'Connor's gone back out on track. Abby Leggett is completing that, but she might be forced to pit. But she's going to complete it. Leggett goes up to third. So into the top three. O'Driscoll's gone back out on track. Some people are not going to set times. A whole load of drivers. One of them being Quinn Bayliss. Completely caught out by the weather conditions. But might it force the likes of O'Connor to pit at the end of her flyer? Across the line goes Phoebe to start her lap. Up to the Rettifilio. That's the thing. It could force her to pit. It's up on her previous best, but there's an LAT ahead. But at this stage, and if she can clear the LAT quickly, there's Connor Ellis ahead. This is going to ruin her lap. This is a good lap from O'Connor, but it's completely ruined her lap. It's O'Driscoll, who it looks like is going to take pole. Here at the Autodromo Nacional di Monza. O'Driscoll, I think O'Connor knows that she lost that lap through the traffic. It's Rosie O'Driscoll who has taken pole. The championship leader. O'Connor was able to complete the lap. She wasn't forced to pit, and I think she knows she lost out on pole. Grace Wilkinson went fourth in the end. And what an interesting qualifying. Both King's Academies qualifying near the back. What an interesting qualifying session. That is it from CGP2. We are expecting what should be an interesting race in tomorrow's feature race. Obviously, the longer of the two races that we're going to have tomorrow, this weekend in CGP2. And I think it could be a good one tomorrow. All these drivers fighting their way through the field. It's O'Driscoll who has taken pole. Phoebe O'Connor will start second, with Abby Leggett in third on the grid. Got CGP3 coming up in around half an hour, but for now, from us here in CGP2, it's a very warm goodbye.